Professor Prime here with MajinPlanet.com, and welcome to another episode of Prime Talk. And today is going to be my very first update video for well, no, I should take that back. This is my second time, because I think I did one on the Voltron. This is my second update to a figure that I have covered here on Prime Talk, and we're going to be taking a look at, for the second time, and more so talking about what's going on with this figure. So this is the XTransbots MX-4 Abaddon Galvatron. This is XTB's look at Galvatron, and I had originally pre-ordered this guy back in 2021, and I even paid for it. I ended up, like, I had the money, as I'll just put the deposit down, and then I just paid for the entire thing. And then it was, I want to say it was 2023 that I was like, okay, I wanted to get another figure. I was kind of short on funds, but I was like, well, this thing hasn't had an update since 2021. And there was a lot of speculations and talk that XTransbots had killed this figure because there was a tooling problem. There was also rumors because Fans Toys announced theirs, and then they actually got theirs. Theirs actually came out. Their Sovereign came out, and XPD was like, yeah, they missed it. They're not going to get, because the XTransbots is like directly competition with Fans Toys. I would say, like, they are the big two when it comes to third-party masterpiece. And so it was one of those things where it's like, I feel like they might have killed it because of either it didn't work, there was a problem with the mold or like the tooling, or there was another rumor that I had heard that the designer that designed this figure ended up, like, or some kind of, like, they didn't get paid or something, and so they can't make it because they don't actually own the design. But yet, you know, ShowZ store has it on pre-order still. TF Safari sells it on pre-order. Basically, TF Source, I want to even say Big Back Toy Store, like every single online seller has this guy on for pre-order. So it's clear, but to be fair, there's several figures that are up for pre-order from companies that are no longer in existence. Like, for example, that Vec Labs Constructicon set, which was a whole, I'm sure I did a video on like that like 4 years ago now, and that's never coming out because there was a discrepancy with the designers and they didn't get paid, or the design was stolen, all kinds of drama with that. That's not getting made, but yet you can still pre-order it. Technically, you can still put like your dollar or whatever towards it on ShowZ store and other retailers like that. But what's even more interesting is that this has an actual like price, which is $186.99. So it has, they know what the cost is, which I would say this is a decent price. And if it's one of those things, like, if you really want this figure, pre-order it at this price, just pay for it, because I suspect if this was actually going to come out today, this would be more expensive. But then again, this is not Fans Toys. They don't charge double the price for everything. But yeah, like, I'm gonna show you guys here, you know, nothing's changed. You know, it's still kind of, it says bio card instruction manual, which XTransbots doesn't do anymore. 6 replacement faces, which is crazy. Head cannon, shooting effect parts, spaceship, the crush crown, the toy gun, which is a pre-order bonus, and three mini pigs. You know, I mean, this looks just, it looks really, really good. It looks very clean. Like, I feel like this is just a personal opinion, and I don't own Sovereign, which is the Fans Toys Galvatron. I don't own it. I have thought about buying the version 2 that they just announced, but this looks really good. Like this is the Galvatron I'd want. Like, if I'm gonna buy a masterpiece scale Galvatron, this is what I want. This is what I want. This right here, like, look. Like, and we don't have any, like, there's some render shots of the colors, but like, this is what I want. Like, the proportions look good, you know, the back is clean, the transformation is probably a nightmare, just like all Xbox figures. I mean, there it is next to Prime and Megatron. Yeah, here's what most sites have. You know, this was the back in 2021 August, the render shots, you know. So they got the CAD render shots, you know, but there hasn't been an update to this since in 2021. It's a darn shame. The reason I wanted to make this video too is because I have received several comments on the old video asking what happened to this figure. and it was estimated to be released in fourth quarter 2024. That has changed. That was originally 2022. Now here it is, fourth quarter 2025, almost an entire year, and we don't even have any updates. There's been zero updates on any like actual in-hand, like, and here's the thing, it's not like XTransbots is dead as a company. Like they've released the Constructicons, they have released some Headmasters. I think they got some stuff. They've been releasing and showing some stuff off. But yet here they are, one of like sought after figures, this Galvatron, is dead in the water. You know, if you want to like pre-order this and pay for it, and you have the funds that you can just put off for a figure that's probably never going to come out, go for it. But at this point in the game, if you're looking to get a masterpiece Galvatron, the Fans Toys one's the only option. Like, I don't think Takara's ever done one. I don't think they've ever done Galvatron. I don't recall or think there is one. I don't think there is one. And I don't think of any other third-party company that has done a masterpiece scale Galvatron. There are a couple options for legend scales. Then of course there's the, you know, if you want to, it's not masterpiece, but there's the legacy, there's the kingdom, and then there's the I think there's now the new studio series Galvatron, which is, they're basically all the same mold with slight paint and tooling deco changes. But those are the only options we have for Galvatron. You know, and it's unfortunate for being a character that was such a big character, especially in the movie and season 3, that it just, I feel like season 3, like, we stop at the movie and then season 3 just gets kind of left out in the shambles. But like, it's just really strange to me how we've had now, I think, 3 different iterations of Ultra Magnus. I think we've had 1 rendition of Springer. We've had, what, 2, you know, Takara has done Rodimus, and then tonight did a Rodimus, and I think that's it. Nobody else has. I think Fans Toys might have done a Hot Rod, but not a Rodimus. We've had, you know, Takara RC, which I own, and then I think there has been Fans Toys, I think, did one. I think there was a Fans Toys Cup, or somebody did a cup, but I'm not sure who did it. But I think there's not only one masterpiece cup out there. But Takara might have done one too. I don't think so. They might have. But yeah, Galvatron really does. And then of course we've had XTransbots has done Cyclonus. I have their Cyclonus, and then they have done Scourge and the Sweeps. Fans Toys has also done the Sweeps and Scourge and Cyclonus. So we have a couple. Yeah, there's a couple options there. But for Galvatron, the only option you have is Fans Toys, which is like $250 roughly, depending on which version you get. So I mean, that's kind of sad. A character, and just think about how many different iterations of Megatron we have, like in all scales: Chug, Oversize, Legends, Masterpiece Scale, Other. There's lots of different versions of G1 Megatron out there. You know, and then you have the Karas, and then you have the KOs of all those, not including the movies. So, or the live action film version of, you know, Megatron, which there's a couple options. And then there's even Galvatron from the movie. You know, there's just the Unique Toys one. But yeah, guys, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have any more information to tell you guys other than I firmly believe XTransbots killed this project. And unless somebody comes out or comes forward with more information, I would say that this project is dead in the water. And I really hate to say that to you guys, because I prefer, like, just looking at this CAD image, this is the Galvatron I want. That's not to say that the Salverin isn't good. I'm probably going to end up getting the Salverin next month. I'm probably going to order it because I want a masterpiece Galvatron. But it is what it is, guys. But yeah, guys, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Sorry for the lack of videos this week. I've had some technical difficulties and wasn't able to necessarily record, but I'm back now recording, and we'll have more videos following next week. So if you guys are looking forward to that. And I also want to give an update real quick for anybody who's wondering about the reactions. I did move all the reactions off the channel and move them to a separate channel, Majin Planet Reacts. So if you're interested in watching any of the reactions and stuff like that, you can head over to that channel. And as always, everything that is on YouTube, including stuff that is exclusive, not on YouTube, is on MajinPlanet.com. So if you guys want to get early access to select videos and all kinds of other exclusive content, head over to MajinPlanet.com. It is 100% free to sign up. Just need your email address and everything like that, and you can access to our community forums, polls. We have some kind of like fun little events going on in December, and I got a whole thing set up for 2026 that we're gonna be going through, and content planned for like 2026 in terms of like events and stuff like that we'll be doing. And so yeah, guys, just thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, check out this video right up in the corner, and until next time.